Hello, welcome. This is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And anyway, I just want to reach out to all of you and see how you are doing. And anyway, I just wanted to check with you and see if you're being kind to yourself and to others, of course. And make sure that, like me, I'm out here in nature. This was a tough one for me today. I wasn't feeling 100%, but I did make it out, and that is why I want to kind of make this video. I'm not sure what today. I think today might be the 9th today. So we just had a full moon in Virgo, and that is what this video is about. So before I get started, I do want to say also, if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. And now if you do want to get in contact with me, you can also get in contact with me at on Facebook at Kathy with a K Starlight, or on Instagram at 1995 Starlight. So anyway, now I can get ready, but before I do, I'm at the same park that I go to right now because it's really close by. But here we go. Beep. So anyway, I was saying how I wasn't feeling that well. As well, it's kind of funny is because there's a full moon in Virgo on the 7th of March of 2023. And, that I am getting hit so hard, like I can feel it. I definitely can feel it. So I've been having a struggle for the last few days, before the 7th actually, and throughout this whole time right now. But I'm getting through it, is that some of you might not be aware of this, but and then some of you out there might be well aware of this. And I just watched a video this morning on the full moon in Virgo, like the things that can happen, so it is very powerful. I did learn this long time ago. Somebody did tell me about the power of the moon long time ago, and I wasn't sure if the person was being real, at the time when they told me this, because they did study a lot of things and found out a lot of things, read a lot of books. And so anyway, my whole life I was wondering, is all that real, about that full moon and stuff? So I'm letting you know that yes, the full moon is very powerful. And so some people, you might not even be aware of the effects of the full moon, and so you really want to be cautious of how you react on those days. And it will not just on the 7th of this month, it actually will affect you before the 7th, which was the day of the full moon, and it will affect you throughout the whole time. So you do need to really stay in the now and really take good care of yourself, because the effects of the moon is very powerful, and it's just going to help you to adjust. The universe or God is going to help you with the full moon, so you can change certain things that needs to get changed in your life. And so that's why I decided, hey, this is a great day to make this video, is because I am really getting hit hard. And I woke up this morning and it's like I don't have the energy that I normally would have. So it just because this full moon energy that will happen to you is that you might not feel the same. You could even go through like depression, there's symptoms, that's what I was checking out. I'm going to put that video out. It was a really good video. of the full moon in Virgo, and what it can do to you, and like how it affects you. So I encourage you to check that video out. I found out like in my first time ever having anything happen to me with a full moon was in 2016, and I've been getting hit hard with the full moon. And I did talk to my doctor and my therapist, and some of them, I don't know if they were playing mind games with me, but some of them looked at me like I was an alien when I was talking, and like I had 3 heads, and I was so serious about telling them about the full moon, and what it was doing to me, and because it put me in the hospital so many times. Even eclipses really affect me in a very powerful way. I ended up having a car accident years ago in 2018. So I have been in and out of the hospitals for years now. Even in 2022, in August, I was in the hospital again, and because of the power of the full moon. So that was a part of my spiritual awakening, is discovering that, I didn't know that the moon had so much power in it. I feel, so yeah, you might be going through some, like emotional stuff, or some big, huge changes like I am. So I just want to help you to understand that, it's not a bad thing, that you might experience some of this stuff. And so yeah, like yesterday, it's kind of funny. I had like a couple appointments recently that they're kind of the appointments that a lot of people, I'm just going to go over here. A lot of people beep. There's a couple appointments that I had to, there's a couple appointments that I had, one last week, and one yesterday that I had to go to. It's those kind that you kind of want to cancel out on. Which one? I actually, on both of those appointments, I actually did cancel out onto them. I don't like going to them, but because they are painful, both appointments. So some of you guys might not have any clue to what I'm talking about, but women would. Is like my one appointment yesterday. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, you might wonder, why am I even bringing these topics up for a full moon? Well, I'm gonna explain. So last week I had an appointment for a dentist appointment. So a lot of you can know what that's like, and it was actually the kind of weird is that it was my dentist was kind of running late. And I realized, wow, this is really painful. I mean, it's always painful, but today, that day, I felt like it was more painful than normal. And because he did have other people coming in, and he's running late, and I'm like, this is probably not the best time to be here. So, but I got my teeth done, and it's that was one thing. And you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with a full moon? I'm getting there. I'm working on you. So, and then yesterday, this is where the guys have no clue what women suffer. Women suffer. We do. We go through some stuff, man. No kidding. So anyway, yesterday, which is another appointment that I had to reschedule on, or I actually backed out of. I got out of it. Is I had, because my age, I had to get a mammogram. Woohoo! Women just love those things, like if if you just can have a clue what that feels like. So it's really interesting. The lady that I the nurse or whoever that helped me getting my mammogram done, I had questions, and she was awesome. I never met anybody. I said, you're one of a kind. I loved her. I didn't even know her, but man, it just hit off good. She asked me a lot of questions, and she asked me if I did get the COVID injection, and I said no. And, out of all the people that has ever talked to me about COVID, she said, good for you, and I was like, huh? What the heck? You're telling me you work at a hospital and you're saying good for you? So it was a really interesting time with her. I'm like, so the other thing that she told me, this is the part that I'm talking about, is she was saying, because like it's a very painful thing to have, like your your guys, you don't have this. I mean, some of you guys might, I'm just busting, but like to get checked out for cancer, like for a mammogram, where they put a girl's breast in that machine, and flat, squish, and then they squish you another way, it's like two angles, like to, oh, here we go. And it is very painful. And so I asked the lady, because I always wondered, I'm like, so who has it worse? Is it, because I don't have really, I'm not big on the top. And so I always was wondering, who has it worse? Does the girls like me, that really don't have breast at all, or like women that are big breasted, is who suffers more, like getting a mammogram, like I was just always curious, because I do have relatives, and it's kind of weird, like I don't want to mention anybody, because if they watch this video they're gonna like, hey, but anyway, yeah, I do have relatives, and they're really huge on top, and I'm like, how did this happen? Like I'm very small, and it is weird how that does happen with family. And so anyway, the lady said, this is the part I'm getting to, is she said, yeah, like she said, I really don't think it really matters of the size of if they are big breasted or small like me, which I told her I'm very satisfied with mine, because I see a lot of women suffer, because they are big breasted. And I'm so sorry to talk to you guys and girls about this, but because I do know women that are big breasted, and it's to the point where they don't want to jog, because they have and they have back problems because of it, where some guys might think it's really cool, but they don't really know the pain that these women go through just having them. So anyway, she said she says, I don't really think it really matters whether you're big breasted or like small like me. It really depends on how strong of a person you are. And I'm like, hey, I like that. And then so that was a good because some women, even though they might be the same size and they go through the same operation, not operation, but, the mammogram, one might be more sensitive, even though they're going through the same thing, and then another girl like myself, like it's painful, where you're like, like, are we done yet? And they once they get that baby in there, then it takes a few minutes for them to take the pictures. You just can't wait for them to come back. Like, hey, do not leave me here. So the other thing that I loved about this lady is she said, a lot of women, especially because I don't think guys, I don't know, maybe guys do mammogram. I don't know. I am not a doctor, so I have no clue, but anyway, she said, yeah, like a lot of women think, because they get the mammogram done, is that if it's painful, then it can't be good for you. And boy, that got my wheels in my brain turning. I was like, man, she sounds spiritual, so I did tell her that too, because she got my wheels turning in my brain, and I was thinking, that just reminds me of this spiritual journey that I'm going through. Even having a twin flame, it could be it could be painful, having a twin flame, always constantly, not marrying me yet, not yet, we're not quite there, but they will mirror things that you need to get right about, so I love my twin flame, and that it is it could be very emotional, like I don't know about all the other twin flames out there, what they go through, but it can. You definitely do have your ups and downs, so I did have, a few days ago, I had a downer, and it takes me a couple days to come to my senses, to really what's going on and why things are going on. And so, and when she said about, that, like even get my teeth done, it's painful. I don't like getting my teeth done at the dentist, like they get right in there, and I love my dentist. He does a great job. He does take his time to make sure he does a good job. And but it's needed, so, and also with the mammogram, it's painful. I mean, even having a baby is painful, but look at what comes out, when you have a baby. You get it's like, man, I want more. Even as painful it is, I would love to be able to have more babies. So but a beautiful, a child comes out, even though that it's very painful. Some women, feel like they suffer more than others. Some of them do. They actually have really complications, but in the end, as long as the baby survives and stuff like that, they get, like it's a gift from God, children are. So even going through a spiritual journey, it's painful. It's not easy. I tell guys all the time on Facebook, I'm going through a spiritual journey right now. And it's hard to, some people really look forward to what the universe is going to give to them. And I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen next? I'm like, I got to get my seatbelt on for this baby, because, a few days ago, I was going through some stuff, emotionally. And, that's a part of this full moon, is to help you to get rid of those things that we have inside of us that, like trauma from, being a kid, or relationships, or, like all kinds of stuff. And, that's why it's so important with meditations to do guided meditations to get rid of those things that no longer serve you. There's things in your body that a lot of you might not even be aware, do you have anger issues? That's sometimes I don't think I even have, not Starlight don't have anger issues. And then, when you're, then boom, the full moon hits you, you're like, where'd that come from? It will show you things that you don't even realize that you got locked up inside of you. And a lot of times we're carrying stuff from our ancestors and our bloodline, from the stuff that never got healed in their life, and then we end up having to clear that out of our life. So really the full moon is very powerful. Some people are not even aware. They might have problems, during a full moon, wondering, why am I so emotional right now? And that's what I was realizing is, hey, I'm getting hit hard. It's my Virgo is my sign, so it is something. And then there was not too long ago a full moon in Pisces, and there's a lot of things going on right now with Pisces and Virgos, So it is very interesting learning about like a spiritual awakening. And, when I talk to any of my family members, I'm the only one that's really understanding what's going on. So it is very hard when you feel like you're all alone, you're like, I don't really have anybody to talk to about this stuff that I'm going through, to explain to them. I just talked to my son a little bit ago and said, yeah, I want to come out and visit you Saturday over the weekend, but right now I really don't know how I'm gonna feel. I just had COVID not too long ago, so I didn't know what was going on with my body, and but really it's the full moon right now is what I'm getting hit by. So during those times you really want to really be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Make sure, and again, if you haven't checked this out, I do have videos on, I'm going to make another one today, later on. And, I already know the title I already know the title. I got so much going on, to help people out with. But, check out the video that I made, Are you, wait, let me think. Sorry, I just got distracted a little bit. Are you searching for guidance? You know, check those videos out. Those are ways that you can get help. And, you know, I had a dream that I had last night or the other day, you know, where the universe is telling me that I need to take care of myself better. A lot of times, you know, I put other people before my own self, you know, so I love all of you guys and girls, and so that's what Starlight does. Sometimes she's thinking about you so much, I forget about myself, and so it is something how the universe knows way ahead of time if I'm gonna start feeling sick, or, you know, like if I don't take good care of myself, I can end up sick, you know, where I won't be able to make videos and stuff. So, and then this morning I got dreams, and I interpret them, and I'm like, the universe is letting me know that I need to get some water in my body. I'm thinking, I drink a lot of tea, you know, doesn't that count? Apparently not. You know, I looked it up online because I don't drink coffee anymore. I knew that was a, you know, like if people drink a lot of coffee and don't drink water, is that it can hydrate you. And you want to make sure, you know, definitely through these full moons that you get plenty of rest. And so that's what the universe is telling me, is I need plenty of rest, you know, like this today. Wow, I had a hard time. And also that I need to drink more water, you know, that tea doesn't really count. So, you know, I like the tea in the wintertime because it warms me up, and I don't drink tea with caffeine in it or anything, but I still need to get that water intake. So if you're going through some stuff, you can even go through stuff with your relationships and stuff. I am so sorry, I just can't seem to get the right spot here. Hang on. Yeah, so you might be having you know, emotional problems, you know, like in your life, or, you know, like things could pop up, you know. You wouldn't believe how Starlight was acting a few days ago. Wow, you know, and that's the power of the universe and God, you know, like we're you know, they, you know, in my twin flame. Thanks. Like I needed that, you know. I did. I really do. I need like that lady at the hospital was telling me, is that a lot of people think if something's painful, it's not good for you. And but, you know, like that, getting your teeth done, it's necessary. You need to get your teeth done or you won't have any, you know. And a mammogram, you know, they did find something before in my breast, so they just wanted to double check, make sure it's not cancerous or anything. And yay, it's not cancerous, you know. I love my babies. You know, like you know, because I do have a family member that lost hers, you know. I don't want to part away with those, you know, like it makes me female, you know. You know, gee. So I'm sorry. I have a sense of humor that's a little twisted at times, but anyway, just because, you know, like I do get people reaching out to me, and you know, there's some scammers out there, of course, and they you know, they're always seeking the, hey, Starlight, you know, like, and you know, there's scammers out there, so you do have to be careful out there. So you know, and I understand there might be some people really out there having a hard time, but hey, pray about it, you know, ask the universe for help. Watch my videos out. Are you searching for guidance? You know, I will come up with more videos, so then I can, hey, there's another video. Hey, check out the dream journal video, you know, that is very helpful, you know. And I'm gonna have another one because there's so many things I didn't think about in that video. And you know, because it is, you know, I get messages in my dreams to let me know, hey, you better start taking care of yourself better, you know, stop thinking of everybody else first. You gotta, you know, make sure you're getting plenty of rest, you know, so you gotta take good care of yourself. That's why I'm always putting that out on my videos about, hey, I'm making sure you're being kind to yourself, taking care of yourself, because it's so important. You know, so anyway, I have no clue what I'm going to say when I make these videos, so it is kind of comical at times. I do have it is kind of funny, I'm going to bring this up, but they do have a doll. They have some things out there in the world. They do have a doll called Chatty Cathy. It fits. I should buy that doll, you know, and just have it in my apartment. We'd get along great. Always got something to talk about. And then of course there's a song that they have out there. When I was a kid, I used to hear it on the jukebox, and it's called Kathy's Clown. So it is kind of funny stuff that is out there with my name attached to it. But anyway, enough of that. So yeah, there is definitely power in the moon, and you never know, you might end up going through some, you know, strange things, you know, during during a moon. And like the hospitals, they're not stupid. I did mention to a lady at the hospital, hey, you guys ought to, you know, because I was in the hospital. I was on a trip, man. I went on some trip there, and it was amazing. They treated me like a queen when I was in there. They knew what was going on with me. They were not, you know, they knew my sign. And I told her, hey, there's a lot going on with a Virgo right now, and that was years ago. And she did tell me that they do have charts in their hospital about the full moons to keep track of those things. You know, even the police departments, they know, you know, that's when the lunatics come out, you know. A lot of funny, you know, ow! they come out, you know, during the full moon. So anyway, I love all of you. This is the other side. Normally, you know, my family get to see this part, but normally I don't really let you guys see this, but this is who I am. No apology here. So anyway, bark at the moon. You know? So I am so glad I got outside. I wasn't feeling good all morning. Man, it's been hard. And I needed the sun. I wanted to come out and meditate today out here. I need this. I've been meditating on full moons every night. So anyway, jibber jabber. I love all of you, and hey, you know, like you know, get out in nature somewhere. Take a hike. No. Stay right there, don't leave. No, I don't mean that in a bad way, but yeah, you know, make some plans. The weekend's coming. I gotta think of what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I'll be up and about, you know, like to see my son on the weekend. And so anyway, you know, if you like this, well, hey, like this video. And you know, heck with it, you know, while you're liking it, just subscribe, you know. I'm just being funny, but not really. I am. So anyway, I love all of you, and again, always is that you can get a hold of me on Facebook, at Kathy with a K Dingman, Starlight, or on Instagram. I will be putting more stuff on Instagram. I'm a little behind, so I'm a girl that will catch up. I got determination. I don't know, I got that from my blood. So anyway, at Instagram, at 1995 Starlight. Anyway, I love all of you. You take good care of yourself. Remember, get plenty of water, plenty of rest, and this is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.